Hey guys, Hook to Clash here, and today we're going to do a quick little recap of the CWL Elite War between Tribe Gaming and Nishang Dance. Obviously, these two teams are absolute powerhouse teams, and today they came together in a 25v25 war, so that means I was part of the war, guys. Same as all the Tribe guys, all the I Am Crying guys that you see in the 5v5 teams. We all kind of come together once a week and play in these CWL Elite matches, as you can see here. It's a bit of fun. It's just, a chance for us to all hang out and play together, because you obviously don't get a lot of that in this sort of 5v5 competitive meta, as such, if you want to call it. Anyways, GG's to Dance more so than us. It is technically a tied war, but they got it in less attacks. As you can see, they perfected us in 44 attacks. That's one of the downfalls of the CWL Elite, guys. It's a 2-attack format, and it makes it a lot easier to get these perfect wars. Anyways, today I'm going to show you guys 4 attacks, but these are all going to be Queen Charge Lalo attacks. And what I want to focus on is the way that the 3 different attackers, so we're going to see 2 attacks from TDH, guys, but the way in which the 3 attackers all attack the base differently, but all get amazing results with it. So we're seeing TDH here, and if you guys don't know who TDH is, well, you'll definitely know by the end of the video, but he is single-handedly the best Queen Charge Lalo guy I know in the entire game. He's just absolutely crazy, guys. So as you can see, on this base, he was able to get an early CC lure with just a giant, then sends in the blimp with a rage for a town hall. But look at this army composition, guys. That's the first thing I want to focus on. This is the TDH composition. Like, it's literally called the TDH, guys. I'm not even kidding you. The strat was named after him because he's so good with it. But look at it. He brings 4 rages, but there's already a rage on the screen there, guys. So he's bringing 5 rages, no haste to this attack, and it's kind of an interesting way to go about the Lalo. Because obviously with this Queen Charge, he will never run out of rages. Like, it's just impossible for him to run out of rages. That's one benefit of him. For him in this attack, but you've got no hastes, which is obviously a big downside to your Lalo. But the way he does his Lalos is really smart, and you'll see, I don't know if he does it in this attack, but you'll find a lot of the time he saves his Royal Champion for his Lalo, and it's sort of an interesting way of taking out bases, honestly, because the Royal Champ, we see her a lot in this meta used when it comes to Queen Charge Lalo, just to funnel the Lalo or funnel the Queen Charge. But in this, I believe, I haven't watched this attack full through with, absolute detail, but I'm pretty sure he'll use the champ with the Lalo, guys, and that's why he's able to get away with using the rages. Because if he brings the rages, the Royal Champ gets much more value out of that than the haste, obviously, and it's really nice for the Lalo. Look at this Queen Charge, by the way, guys. This Queen Charge is getting insane value, and look, he's coming in the top, and yep, because there's no ground expos nearby, because look at it, guys, the 2 ground expos left on the base at the bottom there are both being tanked by the Queen. So there's no reason he can't bring the RC with the Lalo, and look at it. This RC is tanking the Eagle at the moment. If the RC wasn't tanking the Eagle, the Loons would be. He pops the Warden ability anyway, but it's just extra tanking for the Balloons when you think about it. And what the RC is really good at that the Balloons aren't is A, taking out enemy heroes, and B, taking out, like, A, doing cleanup, and B, taking out the back end of the base. So this RC is chilling here. This multi will be absolutely destroying the Loons, but the RC is just chilling. Unfortunately, she does die to the Queen, but look at it. Because he bought the 21 minions with this attack, guys, rather than bringing headhunters, he just brings minions, because obviously the headhunters will get taken out by springs, cannons, barb kings, but he gets the minions down really early, and we'll focus on that in the next attack. But he gets down the minions really early, and they take out the rest of the Queen. And look, doesn't look like he has a lot left up, guys, but he's got the Queen, and she's got so much health. So honestly, it wasn't too close in the end. We're going to see TDH's next attack here, guys. This man is an absolute god, and look at it, coming in with the exact same strategy, guys. We're just going to underline it again. Fortunately, that line's not as good as the last one, and neither is that one. It's pretty poor. I should have just left the lines there, honestly. But 21 minions and the 5 rages, yet again, kind of come in with the Queen Charge from the top of the base here, guys. And on this one, I'm going to actually highlight more so than anything the CC he brings in this attack. So yeah, he gets the rage down nice and early. Better be safe than sorry, right? When you bring 5 rages in your army composition, you can afford to be pretty aggressive with your rage. No, not aggressive, sorry. You can afford to be pretty greedy, sorry, with your rages. You can just use a lot of them at the start. Look at this, guys. He brings the double wall break. So he wall broke up here for the Queen, and he wall broke down here for the king, and this helps for two reasons. A, the king's going to walk in and clear out all of this stuff, including hopefully this RC, but B, it makes it much easier to get this second layer wall break, because if he sent the second wall break from here, it's possible that it would have gone over here or to here. You don't really know in this attack, but by using both of the, so you use 3 wall breakers in the end, by using the extra one for the king, it just ensures that the queen's going in, and it's just a nice safety net. Plus, like I said, the king takes out the enemy RC. So not only is it a safety net, that king got amazing value. So at the moment, he's making this base look pretty easy at this point. But look at the base, guys. You think of it, right? He's taken down the eagle and the CC, yes, but he hasn't got a scatter and he hasn't got the enemy queen. So how is he going to Lalo all this? Well, yet again, look at it. The only 2 ground bows on the base are being tanked by the queen, so that's fine. And he's going to start his RC on the wizard tower, because obviously wizard towers are really bad for balloons. Then he's just going to Lalo in behind. So they're all going to move together as one unit. And look at this, guys. Like I said, let's focus on this. Look how many minions he's got down already. So he has 21 minions in this composition. So if my math is correct, there should be at least 10 to 12 in there. Maximum of 12, obviously. But it looks like there's about 10 in there. So getting them down early will help take out this enemy queen along with the RC. But the next thing we're going to focus on, by the way, nice freeze on the single over there that we're going to miss. Look at this blimp. I want you all to watch this blimp, because this blimp, something bad happens to it, but yet it still works out. And how is this? Look at this, guys. He hits the tornado trap, and the blimp doesn't make it into the town hall compartment. Now, when we see a lot of Lalos like this, guys, where the walls, you see the walls on the backside of this town hall are touching the town hall, there's no space. On a lot of bases like this, you'll see people bring a hound and 5 sneaky gobs in the CC. And that's because the 5 sneaky gobs can take out the town hall without a rage, with absolutely no risk, and then you get an extra hound for your Lalo. So if this happened to a blimp, but obviously the one downside is if the blimp lands here, as it does, these sneaky gobs can't beat through this wall to get the town hall before they appear, and therefore they'll get taken out and this town hall will stay up. But watch what happens here, guys. He puts down a rage and he brings 2 Yetis and a Valkyrie in his CC, and these Yeti mites, along with the RC shield, take out the town hall quite nicely. And that's another benefit of A, bringing the extra rages, so because it's a 5 rage spell attack, but B, also bringing the Yetis in your CC instead of the sneaky gobs. Now, obviously you have to bring the sneaky gobs if you're doing a no rage Lalo, but if you can afford to bring a rage with your Lalo, like he does in this attack with 5 rage spells, you can afford to bring the 2 Yetis. Sorry, he didn't bring a Valk, he did bring the sneaky gobs, which he ended up swagging effectively. But it didn't matter there because he got the town hall quite nicely. And it was a bit sketchy there for a second, but he had all bases covered with the 5 rage spells and the Yetis in the CC. Obviously, that's not always the best way I'd say to Queen Charge Lalo. It's just another option for you all. And that's the idea of today, to show you how different people look at bases and break them down for Queen Charge Lalo. Now, this attack's going to be a little bit different as well. We're actually going to pause this before it starts and have a look at the comp in depth. Look at this. 5 lightning and a quake, guys, with a Queen Charge Lalo. So we're seeing a Zap Queen Charge Lalo. It's not something you see a lot of, honestly, at Town Hall 13. So I'm excited for this. But also, look at this, guys. 3 wall breakers. Not 1, not 2, not 3. 4. That is 32 troop space that he has just dedicated there. And let's see if Nicholas can make the most of it. So as you can see, look at the value in the zap up there. This would be good zap value for any attack, whether it be a hybrid or not. He's going to get 2 bows and a scatter and also hurt the RC. Then he uses the Yeti on the left side, and basically what he's doing using that for is to funnel this queen to the right hand side, because he wants to wall break the queen in at 3 o'clock here. Obviously, another one of the benefits of doing Queen Charge Lalo, guys, is you can use the king to funnel the queen, which is not something you can do for a lot of attacks. Say Queen Charge Hybrid, you generally don't want to have to use the king to funnel your queen. You'd much rather use the king to funnel in the hybrid. So that's one of the benefits of Queen Charge Lalo, is you're not as worried about funneling your queen in. You're more worried with what value she's going to get and what sort of Lalo pathing you can set up. As you can see, he uses the second wall break there, which is really nice on the wizard tower and allows his queen to go in. And thankfully, she's going to target the single first here, guys. Fortunately, this balloon lures the headhunters out of the CC, but it's fine. His queen's just chilling. As you can see, guys, his king made a massive funnel, and he also weakened the enemy queen, which I'm sure will be useful later in this attack. And look at this, guys. The hound comes out, which is obviously annoying, but he saved his poison for it, and he's just going to slowly work his way through that. Now, look. As I said earlier, oh my god, what was that poison for? I have no idea what that poison was for, guys. Maybe he brought one too many poisons. But as you can see, the plan was here for the RC to take out the eagle there. Unfortunately, she didn't, but she did take out a multi, which is helpful for this Lalo. So like I said before, you can use your RC with the Lalo, but look at these two ground bows here, guys. It made a lot more sense to just sui the RC up there to get some value, and then Lalo straight into those ground bows, because what are those ground bows going to do against his Lalo? But as you can see here, guys, I will pause it quickly so we can understand what we missed. The fourth wall breaker was meant to actually go for this wall here. Sorry, not that wall. It was meant to go for this wall here, and that would have opened up this one, and then the queen would walk through the opening and take out the town hall. Now, unfortunately, she doesn't do that, but she's going to beat through the wall anyway. Look at her being so smart today. She beats through the right wall anyway, and the queen's going to take out our town hall just after the ability wears out. He's still got a freeze. I'm not sure if he uses it for the town hall or not. I would. Yep, look at that. And this is real. Look, Nicholas, by the way, this is Nicholas's account on Cyclone. He makes it look really easy, but it is so hard when you're trying to Lalo, guys, to focus on the spells that your queen needs. This is really difficult. So I suggest you all try a Queen Charge Lalo and see how difficult it is to follow what your queen's doing. So this is honestly a really nice attack, and it's just a different way of looking at a base. A, you can still use the zaps in the Queen Charge Lalo. That's one of the things we noticed here. And B, rather than bringing a million rages, you can bring a more standard composition. Obviously, you couldn't bring 5 rages with the zaps, but you can still get value out of the hastes and the zaps. So nice, I nearly said nice try, guys. Nice hit by Nicholas here. We're going to back out of that one just before the end. And the last base we're going to look at here, this is the final Queen Charge Lalo of the video. And let's stop at the start and have a look at what he's got in this composition. And look at it, guys. He's got the jump spell. And I'm honestly going to say this is the most common we see with the Queen Charge Lalo. Because you find with Lalos, guys, when you're doing like a Queen Charge Lalo, you don't need as many spells for your Lalo. Whereas with like a hybrid, guys, you need 2 spells, which is 4 spell space. But for most Lalos, you can kind of get away with like 2 hastes and maybe 1 freeze. So that's obviously less spell space, which means if you've got less spell space dedicated to your Lalo, you can bring more for your Queen Charge. And if you can bring a jump for Queen Charges, especially on all these bases with these annoying open walls here, it allows you to do more dangerous Queen Charges than you would have been able to otherwise. So we'll see what Golden plans on doing with his Queen Charge here, guys, but he gets such good value out of this jump, and I'll talk about it when he puts it down, but this jump spell is amazing, and it really enables the rest of this attack. So as you can see, he's bringing the Yeti. The Yeti's just the best funnel troop in the game, guys. Yes, it is 18 space, but if you're bringing in Baby Drag anyway, often you need to bring a balloon just to tank for a Sam. So that's 15 space. So honestly, it's only 3 more space than you would have otherwise been using. So 3 space for something that deals really well with Tesla farms is an absolute win in my opinion. As you can see, he started with his Queen Charge and he's trying to get his queen into this compartment. Perfect freeze so that the queen takes out the single first. She'll take out the storage and bam, she'll take out this queen so quickly. I don't know if he freezes her again. Nope, but he gets the perfect rage down, guys. Look how good this rage spell is. Unfortunately, this isn't TDH's attack, so he's not going to have 5 rages. But these rages, because he's dealing with these expos outside CC range, and he's going to have taken out most of them before he deals with the CC, these rage spells are fine. Like, his queen's not in huge danger. Thankfully, there's not any headhunters in this CC, guys. Otherwise, this would have been more troublesome. Then he uses his king to take out the enemy RC because she was just chilling on the outside of the base. And now he has no air heroes to deal with. So we're going to focus on the other side of the base. And look at this. This RC is going to go in. And basically, this RC's job is to take out the scatter. But now we got to focus again, guys. There is so much that happens in a Queen Charge Lalo. Look at this jump spell, guys. we'll pause it here. Look at the wall he's taken this over. If he tried to wall break this wall, it would have been very difficult. The wall breaker could have... We'll actually zoom out a bit, sorry guys, so we'll do that wall again. So look at this wall here, right? If he tried to wall break that, the wall breaker can go to this compartment here, it can go to this compartment here, or it can go and hit this wall here, and it would not open up the walls he wants to open. So rather than going through that really tough wall break, he just brings the jump, and this jump allowed him to take out this. This was a multi-inferno here, guys, and we see a lot of these on bases these days as these solo multis in the core, and they're put there to stop these zap Lalo attacks, because obviously if you can't get any pathing to the multi in the core of the base, then it's going to be really hard to Lalo it. But if you can take out that multi, it makes the rest of the pathing around the base really nice. And look at it. The pathing's absolutely amazing because there's so much dead space here in the core of the base. So by using this jump the way Golden did, A, it's going to give him access to so much value in the core of the base, but B, it takes out that multi and makes the pathing for the Lalo absolutely godly. So we're going with his Lalo here. This was actually a bit fortunate, if I'll be honest myself, because look at it, he's not at 50% yet, so the Town Hall's not going to activate, but look at this, guys. One of those hero pups activated the Town Hall. Maybe he was expecting it. If he was, that's an absolute god play by him. But he's just Laloing nicely through. He's got a huge clump. Unfortunately, as I said, they are clumped. And that's the last thing you want for your Lalo. But look at it. He only just used the Stone Slammer at the top of the base there, guys. And he's just going to, you know, overwhelm this back-end scatter. Look at it. The scatter doesn't even get a shot off. What a noob scatter shot. And he's got so many balloons out. He hasn't got any spells, but look, this Queen's going to help out with cleanup. And yeah, there's nothing that one Wizard Tower and one Arch Tower can do to take out the rest of this army composition. So we'll speed through the end of this. This was a really nice attack by Golden. I really enjoyed this attack. I enjoyed all the Queen Charge Lalo attacks that Tribe Gaming did this war, guys. There was more than I would expect, and it's just a great strategy. I think it's still one of the most skillful attacks in the game, probably behind Sui Lalo still, but it's definitely up there in skill, and it's always enjoyable to watch because there's, as we saw today, guys, there's so many options in what you can do with your Royal Champion, your spells, and yeah, just anything really. But mainly those two are the ones we talked about today. Anyways, GG yet again to Nishang Dance and to Tribe Gaming on the Good War. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit more of an in-depth look at the Queen Charge Lalo, so I hope it didn't bore you at any point. Let me know if you enjoyed it in the comments below. Give it a like and subscribe, and hopefully I see you all soon.